Yo, we are live.
We is back again. What they mean, man? What they talking about?
Hey,
Y'all know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Woodward Sports proudly brings to you. It's Woodward Sports tag team champions of the world. And it's your boy KG and your boy JB. And we are known as Woodward Ringside. Appreciate everybody tapping in for this episode, past episodes, and future episodes. Y'all want this content? Subscribe to Woodward Sports, like these videos, comment, share, all the bullshit, man. And we'll make
all
sure
the
we
good
keep doing
stuff.
this every week that they, yeah, keep doing it. And we'll make sure we come up here every week that they allow us to do so. So, JB, how you feeling, bro, on this hot Saturday day?
I'm feeling good, man. It is a very hot Saturday day. I just went outside to move some stuff, do the husband duties, basically,
Oh,
move
man,
some
what
stuff
the
from
hate
inside
the
the
husband
house
duties.
to the car that's too heavy. And yeah, it's hot outside right now, man. It's a bad day if you're wearing black anything.
Man, what? Tell me about it. But I ain't got a choice. I ain't had nothing else. But
I understand. Trust me.
I can't stand the husband duties, man. They always want you to do shit when it's hot as hell too. It's like, come on,
And
man. Like,
last
ain't nobody
minute,
trying to do that.
last minute
Yeah,
is what
like
kills me.
every time, bro. Every time. But I got family obligations a little bit later too. So it's just
No,
one
I
of them type of
understand.
days. We get to rest, but not really. So it is
I
what
know,
it is.
right?
I much rather sit in front of my PlayStation than the AC in my drawers. But it
I
just
know.
is what it is. Can't do that.
I mean, NCAA football just came out too, so I already know
Oh,
everybody on that right now.
I want it bad, man. You don't even understand. You don't even understand. But this episode does feel a little different, now that I'm officially back in the fold and, the
Officially back.
cat's out the bag. We had been talking
Official.
about it for weeks, but cat is officially out of the bag now. And it feels good, man. It definitely feels good
You signed the
be
money in the
back in.
bank contract and everything.
Right. I'm trying to figure out when I cash in though. That's what I'm really trying to figure out. Like the contract, cool, the briefcase, cool. But and we definitely gonna get into a little bit of that later because a lot of people get stagnant, man. I've been seeing a lot of hate on this Seth turn. It's just funny. Wrestling fans are like a very interesting crowd, bro.
We're
It's
we're
just
we're fickle, man. I will tell you that.
very
Like,
much
if,
so.
if we don't like one thing, we will definitely let you know it. And also, if we love one thing, we will praise the hell out of it.
Nah, that's big facts, big facts. And you know what was funny? I had brought up Steve Blackman on the last episode for all
Yeah,
those that we give a proper explanation for what happened last week. We didn't get a chance to get our full episode off. We were having some problems with the streaming service that we were on, and unfortunately, we lost that episode. But we did give you a recap of Night of Champions and everything we thought about that. But it's funny because I had brought up Steve Blackman on the previous episode, and he popped up with one of those Chris Van Vliet interviews, man. And
hey,
yeah, man, that's rare too because he don't really do a lot of interviews. But I just thought that was funny because I'm like, yeah, I brought it up on a little icebreaker last week, man. But definitely I'll have more of those icebreakers to come. But right now we just hop into it, man, because we got a stacked show, a lot of wrestling going on
it's a
tonight.
packed wrestling weekend, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, a lot of wrestling, man. You got AEW going head to head with WWE, AEW's biggest show of the year, all in Texas, going up against Saturday night's main event for WWE, and also Evolution 2 for the women, man, an all women pay-per-view. When was the first one? Like 2018, 2019, something like that?
I don't know. I was trying to hop on Peacock and like just watch the first one, but like I
Yeah.
can't seem to find it on there. Whether I don't know if it's like buried so far in like their pay per
Damn.
view
It
section
was on there
or
for a while.
yeah, it was on there for a while, but like I can't seem to find it. All I know it was like the first big match for Ronda Rousey, I guess you could say.
Yep, yep.
That was
Yeah,
her.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, that was her big like coming out party. Like, all right, she's official WWE.
Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe all of the four horsewomen were still in WWE at that point.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, that was a like breakthrough event for the ladies, man. Like, for them to go out there and maybe get a main event match on a big card or WrestleMania is one thing, but like for the women to go out there and get their own pay-per-view, like that's fire, bro. And it's a long
That's
time coming.
impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Long time coming. And just, considering how deep WWE's women roster is, you can get away with doing shit like this now. So I would definitely like to see more all female pay-per-views. That way some of the lesser ladies can maybe get a little more shine as well. But yeah, definitely loaded for the ladies. I'm happy that they get to celebrate Evolution 2, and it's gonna be a good event. I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah.
confident. It's funny, WWE is putting like some of the B and C sides up against AEW's biggest show of the year, but that's what happened when you the king, man. That's what happened when you the king.
Yeah, you got NXT Great American Bash going up against All In, and then later on this night you got Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution on Sunday. It's like, why does WWE need 3 events to compete with one AEW event?
Because they trying to take all the money possible. That's why it's a money game, JB. Man, everybody got a price. We talk about it all the time. Goddamn right, man. Goddamn right. But let's just go ahead and hop into everything. We got to hop into the day. Wanted to start off with some house show stuff. This one really quick. Just want to send out condolences to Teddy Long and the family of Teddy Long. He lost his son over this past week. Definitely hate to see that. Teddy Long being one of my favorite on-screen characters for so many years. During the Ruthless Aggression era, man, brother putting on as general manager of SmackDown, making tag team matches with The Undertaker. That's classic Teddy Long, man. But we
Classic
all love him,
Teddy.
man. Yeah, wrestling fans love him, across the spear, and just sad to see that, man. His son was very young. I heard there were, he may not have, there weren't many details that came out, but I kind of heard that it maybe wasn't under the best of circumstances. So
Mm.
just want to definitely send out condolences to Teddy Long and his family during this time, man. It's definitely sad.
Yes. I didn't hear about the passing, but obviously Teddy Long is a lovable, respectable member of the WWE universe and roster back in his time and his days. So
Yeah, was a
condolences
referee
to,
too.
yeah, referee as well too. Condolences to him and his family. I know he's going through it right now, and it's rough seeing your child pass away like before you do, you know.
Yeah, man. That's what I thought about, man. Because it's just like, bro, he's up there in age. We all know. Hopefully he has a lot more time, with us here. But you just
Mhm.
never picture that, man. Especially after your kids, you raise them, they get grown, they out in the world doing their own thing. You never expect the child to pass away before the father. So no, that is definitely sad news. And just, yeah, prayers up to the family, and just hope y'all can get through this time as best y'all can, man. Definitely sad. But to get to some brighter news, I wanted to touch on this, man, because your boy, this is one of your boys, man. You done been to his concerts. you done, you enjoy his music very much. So I had to get your opinion, man. Jelly Roll has officially been announced for it's he's been officially announced, to WWE audiences, and it's rumored that he is going to get a match at SummerSlam. And if you paid attention to SmackDown this past week, it looks like we know his opponent as well. It will probably be against Logan Paul at SummerSlam. So this your greatest fear, JB. This is what you thought it was gonna be. Travis Scott, swap out Travis Scott for Logan Paul, man. What you think about it, man? What you think about your boy Jelly Roll getting in the ring?
Look, I love Jelly Roll. I got the opportunity to go down to Nashville this past weekend and visit his bar and everything like that. It's super cool. He's an amazing artist. I know he loves a whole lot of sports, especially wrestling in general. But I don't know if this is a good move for Hugh Jelly Roll. I'm just saying, like I know there
Go
are
ahead,
bigger.
JB. Shit on it. Shit on it. Go ahead.
I don't want to shit on him because like I like Jelly Roll so much. He's done I think one of his songs was like the intro for a premium live event not too long ago. But
Yeah.
still, it's like Jelly Roll really like this is the next move right now to hop in the ring of WWE. I know WWE is so open to have artists come and hang out, be a part of the storylines as well too. I mean, hell, we even had NBA players doing it, but
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, I don't know if this is the right move. Like my worst fear is seeing the music artist versus music artist in a match. Like I just don't like that at all. I really don't. And I know Paul is of experience in the ring, which will cover up for any mistakes that Jelly Roll might have. But still, I don't know how this is going to work. And this is just my thoughts. First off, like if
Yeah.
they can give me like a compelling story that I can get into, okay, maybe I'll be all for it. But as of right now, just be on the sidelines a little bit, Jelly Roll, and be a little bit of a spectator, maybe a bodyguard for like somebody or something. Like you don't need to jump in the ring to do anything.
Nah, they already got in position, man. And I can't lie to you, like, when they just had the promo this past SmackDown, and Jelly Roll came out there, did a live performance. Why you have a live performance in the middle of a random SmackDown, I will never understand. But you
The
have Jelly
fuck?
Roll in the
Like,
building. He's doing the show, and for absolutely no reason at all, Logan Paul comes out and just shits on it. He tears it down, shuts it down, like, nah, we not doing that. People like you on the outside coming in and interrupting us wrestlers in here, it's bad for the business. And I thought that part was funny. Of course, they being sarcastic because Logan Paul
mhm.
is the most outsider of outsiders. But once Randy came out there, and Randy came out there and brought the fire, I ain't gonna lie, Randy came out there and cut up on Logan Paul. He cut up on him bad. And then as he was doing that, we get the run in from Drew McIntyre. And then Jelly Roll, Logan Paul tried to get the cheap shots in on Randy. Jelly Roll goes and pulls Logan by the hair, throws him out the ring, and Logan went crazy, destroyed all the musical equipment. So by the start of it, I was like, what the hell is this? What is going on? But by the end of the promo, I can't lie, I was kind of like, all right, all right, we'll see.
Oh man.
We'll see. We'll see. But I'm not, of course, I'm not expecting no fireworks, bells, and whistles from this shit. I mean, celebrity matches, take them with a grain of salt. You can take them how you take them, but WWE is such a global product. They always have wanted to involve celebrities, and
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that, especially if the said celebrity comes in and takes it, serious. And I've been seeing some stuff online that like Travis Scott, he may be done with WWE in terms of trying to get the match
Oh.
the alleged match that he was supposed to have made. I know with WWE 2K25, for all my players out there, he was rumored to be DLC character in the first DLC pack that we still ain't heard shit about. WWE 2K ain't came out and gave us no kind of explanation as to why we never got that DLC character, and
Even they know it's a
whether it
bad
was
idea.
Travis Scott. Yeah, y'all, man, what? Don't get me started. But so if that's the case, then Jelly Roll, being a stand-in, it kind of makes sense. I am curious to what he gonna look like in the ring. I ain't gonna lie, he lost a lot of weight too. He like damn near skinny in there.
Yeah, he has. He has lost a lot of weight. I mean, honestly, this his recovery from all the drugs and alcohol abuse that he's had before. I mean, he's done a full complete 360 and like just changed his life around completely. Like he's still continuing to lose weight, making better music, making better life choices. So he's just continuing on this path, and I mean, it's promising for him.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And this is a big shot. At being involved with SummerSlam, most likely, is going to be a big shot. And Logan Paul, he's still, I don't want to use the term green because he's been around for a while and he is pretty solid, hopping in the ring. But for him to not be, I guess you would say, an experienced wrestler, to get this spot to go in there and take care of a fellow celebrity, that's a big spot for
Yeah,
him. And I just
you
hope
need to take.
everything. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you need to take like pride in that as well too, because you are now considered a WWE roster member. So now that,
Right.
as you said, they're giving them this responsibility to take care of a celebrity artist as well too. It's like, hey, you got to make sure everything is tight in this match, and there are no botches, no mistakes that hurt
Yeah.
the artist.
Yeah, most definitely. Or the product itself. You got to go out there and be able to deliver. A lot of people like Jelly Rolls, so they want to see them done right. So yeah, we're gonna see how it's gonna come out. But I'm definitely interested to see that. And before we hop into our next topic, for my Tiger fans out there, game's been delayed. We are under a
What?
delay in the Tigers Mariners game. So
Oh,
not sure why. I don't know if it's a rain. I just saw a delay. I don't know if it's like a alleged rain delay, but it's hot as hell
really?
outside. I don't see no rain. So
Yeah, we're at home,
um,
right?
I believe I can't remember. Maybe we're in Seattle, but if we're in Seattle, it might make sense.
Yeah, if we're in Seattle,
Um,
then yeah. But I was like, the sun is out right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't get a chance to watch much of the previous game, but Scuba got shelled, so I'm kind of glad I
Ah,
dodged that one. Didn't get a
well,
chance to see a lot of yesterday's game, but wasn't the best performance by our Tigers. But next on the agenda list, I wanted to run this one by you too because it's pretty quick. Roman Reigns, man. So our tribal chief, you got damn right. We acknowledge the tribal chief
knowledge.
on this program. Our tribal chief, our original tribal chief, it's been rumored that he's supposed to make this big return sometime soon. They said that he's supposed to return at one of the events prior to SummerSlam. So could it be tonight? Don't know. But
Yeah. Why
allegedly,
would you waste it on a Saturday night main event?
I don't know. It's a way to get ratings, maybe. But I mean, I wouldn't be totally shocked if they did. But I wouldn't do it personally. Or I wouldn't be totally shocked. But allegedly, he's supposed to be back in time for SummerSlam, which we all know is right around the corner,
Oh yeah.
beginning of August. So when he comes back, however, his some of his new merchandise and some of the stuff that's coming out is that he is going to be known as OTC1. Don't know why they. I thought the O in OTC kind of explained
Yeah.
uh, everything, but apparently he's going to be named OTC1 when we come back. And I already know you probably gonna tear this one down, but I just wanted to get your thoughts.
I mean, logically, this doesn't make any sense. Like, we know you're the one OTC, the original OTC. There's no need to add the one to this. Like, just keep making merch that says OTC. That's just different.
Bro, you want to know the bad part about it is that Solo Sokoa is not even claiming the tribal chief stuff no more. He done literally
Yeah.
said we not the bloodline. Like, he came out in his last like little promo and said, "Hey, we not the bloodline. We are, these are my MFTs." So they're not even going by the bloodline name anymore technically. So, for he is the only tribal chief. Like, there's nobody contesting the title right now.
That's it.
So
Like, what's the need for the one?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. But this is a WWE concoction that they marketing team done drawn up. But I just don't understand it. But did want to get your thoughts. If Roman were to come back by SummerSlam, what do you think his plan should be, man? Because he's been out of the picture. He's got the movie role for the Street Fighter live action movie coming up next year, I believe,
Yeah,
sometime.
that
And he's going
casting
to
looks
be
crazy.
dog nuts, bro. Fucking nuts, bro. Cody playing Guile. He's gonna Roman Reigns playing Akuma, one of my favorite Street Fighter characters. Dog, it's gonna be live, bro. I just pray the script is not no bullshit. But he got the movie role for that. He's been doing some other things, but when he comes back, what does that look like? Because he's not at the top of the mountain anymore. And you got Seth with the money in the bank briefcase. You got the John Cena retirement tour still going on. Cody's waiting in the wings. Randy may be waiting in the wings. Like, it's a lot that's going on at the top right now, and I just don't exactly have a feel for what the OTC's role is going to look like. Is he going right for the belt when he comes back, or is he going for
Mm.
the blood feud with Seth and Paul Heyman turning on him? Like, what is the plan for Roman Reigns?
I think a smart move for him is not to go after the belt first, because as you said, you still kind of got to build him back up just a little bit, because he's taking some time off, and we wanted to know where he's been at. We want to know a lot more answers as to what was to come, what was the whole fallout from him and Heyman. So I think smart move would be for him to go after Seth, and whether that's
Hmm.
either trying to steal the Money in the Bank briefcase from him, or just destroying the faction that he has built up right then. And hey, you maybe could see a return of Jimmy and Jay to help him out as well too. That Survivor Series match once again, Seth Rollins, his faction versus the OTC faction. So I think that's a smarter move. Let Cody and Cena kind of figure themselves out. But this will
Yeah.
be a smart move to bring him back, to get everyone basically back on his side once again.
No, I absolutely. And it's funny, bro. I just remember the days where you know, they was booing Roman Reigns out of the fucking building, and rightfully
Hmm.
so, because he was being forced down the audience's throats when we didn't want him to be pushed.
Yep.
But now they are chanting OTC in every goddamn arena they go in, man. It's just crazy how shit come around full circle, man.
Like
But
Jared Goff
um,
chance.
right, for real, man. It's really like that's what I think about. Like it's similar to that. When I think about Roman and just like his journey, you know, to being where he's at now, it's been crazy. But no, I agree with you. And it's funny you brought up losing the money in the bank briefcase, because why doesn't WWE lean into more of those stories anymore? Like I remember, I think it was Mr. Kennedy when he had it. My boy, shout out my boy Mr. Kennedy, best entrance, one of the best
Kennedy.
entrances of all time. When he became Money in the Bank, he had the briefcase. Everybody thought, oh, okay, yeah, Mr. Kennedy is primed for a world championship. And he ended up losing it in a feud. I can't remember who he feuded with. But he ended
Hmm.
up losing the briefcase in like a match. Like he put the briefcase up in a match and he ended up losing it, I believe. So it's just like that would be like a dope storyline to kind of revisit. Like
Yeah.
Seth with this power dynamic, you know, he's trying to gain control, and I like the fact that, you know, I like the thought that he gets thwarted at every turn. Now, eventually, you do have to give him his come up, and we all know the plan is to put the belt on Seth eventually.
Hmm.
But right now, I kind of like this. All right, he got this new group. He going on a power trip, but at every time he tries to capitalize and make his move, some bullshit happens. Like, and we just seen it at Night of Champions. It'd be crazy if he like Roman were to come back, him and Roman get into a beef. He lose the case to Roman of all people, and now he has to, as the architect and as the, you know, the revolutionary, he has to think of another plan to get to the world championship. I think that'd be a dope storyline to kind of carry us throughout the year going into WrestleMania. But I have no clue like what they're gonna do with Roman when they come back, bro. I really don't. I think the initial plan is to kind of get him back to going at Seth for what the fuck happened at WrestleMania. But I feel like you can revisit that, because maybe Roman and Seth could be your WrestleMania match. I don't know. Maybe that could be your WrestleMania match. Maybe
Hmm.
once you put the belt on Seth, Roman comes back. Let's say Roman wins the Rumble and he chooses Seth at WrestleMania. You can have Roman, Seth, all their history going, you know, against each other, and you can have them at WrestleMania.
I like that.
Could be a thought. Yeah, no, it just a thought. But you can do a lot of stuff with Roman though. That's the only thing. Like you can have him go in like kind of different directions. I just don't know exactly what they do. Because I mean, maybe you can revisit him and Cody. You know, him and Randy. Maybe they can hash something out. Like I don't know. It's kind of tricky right now. So I'm interested to see what he does when he comes back.
It's an interesting area that they're in right now of the direction that they could go. It's just if they choose to do this the proper way. And I mean, WWE has had a track record of like kind of fumbling things on people's returns. So it's going to be iffy to see if like they actually follow through, or it's just like, all right, we're just going to throw him in the whole picture with Cena and Cody and make it a triple threat match.
Oh, that'd be kind of fire too, man. But that WrestleMania triple threat was one of the best matches, if not arguably the best match of this past WrestleMania. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I would love to see it, man. Love to see it. But shout out to the OTC one. Like
OTC one. Jesus.
I don't get it. Like it just WWE just makes some head scratching decisions sometimes. It's just like, bro, come on, man. Just smoke the
Who got
cigarettes,
this
bro. Like,
approved? Like, who brought this to Triple H and was like, "Oh yeah, this will work."
yeah, I just think it's unnecessary. I just really think it's unnecessary. But
Mm,
who the fuck am I? You know,
I
I'm
know,
just
right?
a dreadheaded motherfucker sitting on the podcast talking about it. So
Who
there's
are
what it
we?
is. Right, right. But moving on to our last house show topic, and this one I wanted to break down because you know I've been going at Jake for a long time, and by Jake I mean Jake Paul. I've been going at him for a long time, saying if you want to be taken seriously, bro, you need to stop pussyfooting with these retired UFC fighters and retired contract fighters. And he beat up a basketball player at one point. I still don't ride with what he did to my man's, but it is what it is though. But you know, but get in the ring against actual ranked boxers and make this shit happen. And I didn't know whether it was something with just him and the boxing associations, or whether they just didn't want to fuck with him. But it is now official. Jake Paul is now officially a ranked boxer in the WBA. And for everybody at home, that is the World Boxing Association, one of the bigger boxing associations in the sport. He is ranked at number 14.
14.
And
All right.
number 14 out of 15. So this is kind of like I wouldn't have gave him. I would have just put him last, just because he is an outsider. He's new to this thing, and some of the people that are in front and behind him have some pretty good records, man. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the guy that is above him, or actually the guy that's behind him, is Craig Parker. And shout out to Craig Parker, American fighter. He is sitting at 20-0 with 20 knockouts.
Gee.
Yes,
Gee.
man. And listen, he just won a fight on April 1st, bro, and he won it via knockout, and he fought at heavyweight, I believe. So it's
Uh,
like you going to get some dogs, and that's the person behind Jake Paul. The person ahead of Jake Paul is my man, shout out Giovanni Scuderi, 12-0 with 5 knockouts. But he hasn't fought at cruiserweight in quite some time. So these ain't nobody to be taken lightly.
yeah,
My man 20-0 with 20 knockouts is crazy.
that don't make
I'm
no
not.
sense. How are you not number one at that point? 20 knockouts, bro.
But that just go to show you, like, these cats is hungry, man. This division is any boxing division really is it's tough. It's not easy to rise up the rankings of any boxing division, but these cruiserweights, man, they some different. The hand movement, the hand speed is a lot different at cruiserweight, bro. Like, you got to be technically sound to go in there and be able to do that. So he is eligible to challenge the current WBA cruiserweight champion. Let me pull up his name, Gilberto Ramirez. Man, shout out to him.
What's his
Who
record?
is he is the winner. I will get that for you shortly, but he is currently the winner of 4 of his last 4 fights dating back to 2023, and his pro boxing record sits at 48-1.
God,
So, hey man, hey man, you in
God.
there with the Sharks now, dog. Like, so I'm happy to see it though, because if Jake Paul is really going to be taken seriously and he wants to be taken seriously, I want that for him. Like, shit, he's done enough to prove to me that, okay, he not pussyfooting with this shit, which you can't really pussyfoot in boxing regardless. Like, he's not messing around in this. He's actually going in there trying to get better. So, if he wants that, I want to see that. However, the spectacle fights got to stop, bro. Like, just point blank period. Like, the money grab fights, the just doing this shit for publicity and the check, it's got to stop, bro. Not saying you can't get your bag, but if you want to be taken serious, and he's even said he wants to be a world champion, you got to cut your teeth, man. So now we are actually going to get the opportunity to see him do that. And if he can rise, I believe if he wins, let's say 2 sanctioned ranked bouts against whoever they put him against, if he can win at least 2, they'll let him challenge for the title. They'll probably fast track him up the rankings list, and they'll let him challenge for the title just based solely off of his celebrity and how much money that he can draw.
Those are two
So
big ifs, man.
it all depends on who they put him against. Styles do make fights. I'm not saying Logan Paul. Now, I'm not saying Jake Paul doesn't have any chance or any shot, because he does have some power. I will give him that. Like, he's not super technically sound at this point, although he has improved a lot. But one thing that you can take to the bank is that he got some punching power. He can
Oh
thump a
yeah.
little bit. So if you can connect with any given chin on any given night, then you can win any given fight. And I wasn't trying to get that to rhyme, but it just did.
Bars.
But
Bars.
hey, it's in my nature, bro. It's in my nature. But he can win. He got a puncher's chance, as they say. So, like, I want to see it, bro. I really do. And now we are officially gonna get a chance to see it. But let's say he wins 2 fights and he challenges Gilberto Ramirez. My man is a two division or two boxing association champion. He's the WBA cruiserweight champion and the WBO cruiserweight champion. So he's the champion in two different boxing associations, and it's not gonna be easy. I would just put it right there. It's not gonna be easy.
It's not going to be easy, and like you said, this is a very tall task for him to, rise up the rankings because, as you said, a lot of people on this rankings list, like they've got a lot more wins and a lot more experience than he has right now. So they've kind of perfected their
Yeah,
technique and their strategy going into fights. So it'll be interesting to see
right.
a fight with him going up against one of these ranked guys, just to kind of gauge, like, all right, has he learned, has he progressed from his start of boxing to where we are right
We
now,
gonna see.
and does he deserve to have this ranked over this 14th rank over 15 who has 20 fucking knockouts, which makes no sense at all. So
20, hold on, 20 wins and all 20
all
coming by
20
knockout. That's
all 20
crazy.
knockouts, like,
All 20 of his.
what? Look,
That
Paul.
is mind blowing. It really, I don't know how. I have no clue how they ranked him over my man Anthony, bro. But
Look,
so
Jake.
I assume that may be his first bout. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
Oh,
if I'm the
come on.
promoter, that's his first fight. Talk
You gonna
about
make that the
bro.
first fight?
Think about the money. Think about the money that they could pull in. Jake Paul, the outsider, the glitz, the glam. You know, my man. He been knocking out all these retired motherfuckers, bro. Going against my man on this side that's 20-0, and all 20 of his wins coming by knockout. So everybody that's tuning in is automatically thinking Jake Paul's gonna get his head knocked off. Like, so, bro, that is a draw. That screams a payday. That screams let's laugh this to the bank. If I'm the promoter, that's what the fuck I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
I
But
mean, it's a
hey,
good promotion. I like it, but I'm telling you right now, if he gets knocked out and my man drops from 14 to 15, or he just drops out of that top 15, then what? Then what?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to look up some Craig Parker footage too, because I gotta see if all his wins that came by knockout. I just gotta see what my man what he cook it with. But yeah,
Uh,
dog, it's not gonna be easy. For we gonna find out. And remember, I told you on the past episode, like these guys that's like even lower ranked on some of these lists, they will absolutely dismantle you. Like, don't make no
mhm.
mistake. Like, just because they rank low, don't mean they can't fight. Like they will go in there and dismiss. If you was not technically sound, they will undress you, bro. So time will tell. But I assume his next fight will be a WBA sanctioned contest, man. But shout out to him for becoming a ranked boxer, bro, and reaching a further step in his dream of becoming a world champion. I don't know how they did that after that shit show with Julio Cesar Chavez over this past weekend. But it is what it is. We all knew what man, that shit was, it was a, man, I don't even want to talk about
Mm.
it. I don't even want to talk about it. So now that we got all the preliminary stuff out of the way, it is time to hop into our main event card. And what a stat card that we have here. So, the main ones definitely wanted to touch because I know NXT is going on tonight as well. And bro, I'm like no way I can watch all this shit in one
Yeah,
weekend.
you got to watch something on replay.
Yeah. So no way. So we will try to get an NXT review if we can going into next week. I also saw somebody in some of the Woodward chat saying that they wanted us to cover the Serrano fight that's coming up. So I'm gonna try and do my best to make sure we cover that the next episode too, and give some spotlight to those ladies in the boxing world. But we will definitely get through All In, Saturday night's main event, and the women's evolution card if we can. So where you want to start, JB? If you can pull up those match cards and we can go match by match and just give our quick predictions on what's gonna happen.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to pull up the list right here.
Yeah,
I guess we'll start
I'm
with
pulling
the
up my stuff
all.
now. Hold on.
Yeah, I guess you want to
Yep,
start with
go
the
ahead.
all in.
Yeah, we can because it's the biggest one.
Yeah.
So if you want to start there, we can. Yeah, man, all in Texas, and got to give AEW a lot of credit, bro. Like they are cooking right now with grease, bro. They are on fire. tuning in to AEW has been entertaining. I don't care what you a fan of, bro. Like good wrestling is good wrestling. And AEW has put a product out there that I would say for the majority of this year, they have been kicking WWE's ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. just speaking and where you might think differently, JB. If you do, please let me know.
No, no, no.
But
This is turning into like the golden ages of AEW from like 2 years ago, where it's like they're fresh, they're hungry, it's an upstart, and they're like just on the rise, and they do not care who they offend, piss off, or who loves them. They're just going out there doing their thing and not looking at the competition. So that's what I
yeah,
love about it.
yeah, and it's really the storylines that have driven it, bro. They are putting out some really crazy storylines, dynamics between wrestlers, and that's one thing that I've always liked about AEW. But I feel like Tony Khan is kind of he's getting into a sweet spot in terms of booking a little bit.
Mm,
Because I have often in the past criticized him for inconsistent booking and pushing people and just dropping them. Some of the shit that he was complaining that Vince would do, he had some of those same qualities.
yep.
But I feel like he's kind of hit his stride as a booker. And this past year of AEW programming has been some of the best. Like you said, since the introductory period. And it's kind of like the old days again, man. Like you had WWE and WCW that was competing night after night. And WCW at a certain point was getting the best of WWE. So to see that again is absolutely amazing, bro. But I'm totally looking forward to this card. I think is they got some fire matches, bro.
Yeah.
I'm invested in damn near every single one. So wherever you want to start is where we'll go.
So the card is like super stacked. I'm planning on this to be another like 4 or 5 hour pay per view or
Oh,
something like
easy,
that.
easy.
And
AEW don't care about
I'm
our
glad
time.
that they started early too. Because if you start at 8 o'clock again and go to like 2 in the morning, I can't do this, man. But
Yeah, all elite do not give a fuck about our time and what we got
they
to do
do
the next day.
not.
They don't.
But I guess we can start with this one, the trios championships, Death Riders versus the Ops.
So I think this is you know what, bro? I don't know actually, because leading up to this, I always thought the plan was for the dismantling of the Death Riders to be at All In. But from some of the booking that we've seen from some of the events leading up to this, I got a feeling that they're gonna drag the Death Riders past All In, but like All In is gonna be the official one of the first nails, the major nails in the coffin. All right, so and yeah, man. So we got the trios titles on the line in this one. You got the Ops, man. Shout out to the Ops. Big fan of Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs. Going against the Death Riders, man, and Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Gabe Kidd. And Gabe Kidd technically ain't in the Death Riders, but he's associated with them. He's been doing a lot of backstage segments with them and stuff like that. But I can see a world where maybe you have the Death Riders win and get the trios titles back and have John Moxley lose. And now they looking at Mox like, what the fuck? Like, so I can see a world where that happens and maybe that's the start of the nail in the Death Riders. But going forward, bro, like I think that the Ops need this win. Although they are the champions, I do think they need this win. And I would like to see them win, but I can see a world where it's the Death Riders going over here and maybe looking at Mox when he loses, because make no mistake, he is going to lose. When Mox loses, just being like, all right, so you are fearless leader. What the fuck? What is this about? You
Uh,
can't do all that tough guy shit if you ain't got a title. You
I
can't
mean
do all this
that
bullying shit if you ain't got a title.
That is true. All In is AEW's kind of like huge pay per view of the year for them. So I expect a lot of titles to actually change hands on this card. But this one, I don't really think so, because this is the Ops first like real title defense as it is, since they won it at the spring breakthrough. So I think this would kind of be a bad move on AEW if you just had them drop it once again right back to the Death Riders. So they keep the titles, but this is, as you said, that first initial nail in the coffin of the downfall of the Death Riders, and you're gonna see it at All In Texas.
Yeah, and I really like the faction of Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata. They've been doing some good work, just in terms of going up against the Death Riders and being that support system for whoever insert main event guy is. In this case, is Hangman Page, but I think they're going to not only get some shine here, but they are going to be involved in that final match for the AEW World Championship. So either way, they are getting the look, they getting the rub. But if they lose the titles, it's like, all right, what's the plan after that? After you have them lose to the Death Riders, because eventually they got to come out of that and they got to do something else. We just don't know what that something else is just yet.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on, we got this one that I'm excited for. The Young Bucks versus Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland with match stipulations on the line as well too.
Real
If
match stipulations, not
Yeah,
that bullshit.
real match
Nah, so
stipulations. So if
go
EV
ahead. I want you to break it down first.
Yeah, so if the EVPs win, Osprey and Swerve cannot challenge for the titles for a full year.
Sheesh.
And if Will Osprey and Swerve win, they basically take over EVPs of what the Young Bucks were doing.
I love this from a storyline perspective, because we already know like they're not really dropping their EVP titles, but in
No.
storyline and kayfabe, the shit is fire. So I want you to break this one down first, because I'm definitely excited for this one, and I'm interested to see who you think coming out on top.
Well, I mean, hey, if you don't know by now, obviously, I want Will Osprey and Swerve to win this, but
Come on, man.
this is a very interesting stipulations that they added onto this match as well too. I just like it because there's so many different angles you can go with this story. But if I'm being real and I'm predicting what they're going to do, obviously, I think the Young Bucks come out on top, leaving Osprey and Swerve to either feud with each other or for some long way that because it's going to be a year before they can actually challenge for the world title. So that's at
Right,
what,
right.
all in next year in London, Osprey's hometown. So like that builds up more to him as well too. Or you know what, Swerve and Osprey could just team up together. Like they could like put their differences aside and team up and actually be a tag team for that full year to see what happens. There's so many interesting ways and angles you can go about this. In my heart, I would love to see Osprey and Swerve win this to take over the EVP duties, but I think AEW is just going to lean with the Young Bucks to come out on top of this and still somewhat build up their momentum with the Death Riders.
Yeah, man, I like what you said in that, because I can't see a world where Swerve and Will are a tag team like officially. And
Mm-hmm.
just imagine them going against the Hurt Syndicate, bro. Like that's kind of, I kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that, JB. But um, this one is kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie, because you know what? After they initially, they did the promo where they gave out the stakes for the match, and when they initially said we want the EVP status, I was like, oh yeah, no way, like they gonna win. But after they said, we willing to risk not being put in any championship matches for 1 year, I instantly was like, oh man, this is going to be Swerve and Will's match for the taking. Because it's like, and in storyline, think about it. Because clearly, like Nick and the Jacksons, they not gonna just give up the EVP
Yeah,
status
they're
real life.
not just
Like,
going to
come
give
on,
it up like
like
that
it's
outright.
contracts involved. It's yeah, like no
Yeah.
way. But in terms of kayfabe and having Will and Swerve as the quote EVP, so would they get the EVP status, or can the Young Bucks just not be EVPs anymore?
I think the Young Bucks just can't be EVPs. Like they'll still be around, but like all the executive decisions have to go through Swerve and Osprey.
Oh yeah. So essentially, yeah, the Swerve and Osprey would be the EVPs in that sense. But yeah, no, I think this will be something fire to come out of All In with the Young Bucks, who I absolutely despise. getting their EVP titles revoked and trying to go about getting them back. I think that'll make for some entertaining television. Like I said, this will keep Swerve and Will Ospreay in a team for a certain amount of time. Eventually, yes, they would break away and go for a shot at the AEW World Championship, especially considering it's probably going to be Hangman Page that has it.
Hmm.
But I would like to. I wouldn't mind seeing. I would not mind seeing them together as a team, bro. So give me. I'm going for Will and Swerve in this one, bro.
Will and
I think
Swerve.
they're gonna pull it off. I think they pull it off, bro. And I would love to go shit on the EVPs or the former EVPs one last time, man. So I'm riding out, man. I'm riding with my guy. How can I can't go against Swerve and Will Ospreay, man. Come on.
Like I said, I want him to win, but like there's so many ways you could go about this story moving forward about who you want to either crown champion or who you just want to see have the more entertaining year, I guess you could say. So will it be Swerve and Osprey holding these EVP titles, or could you be holding off for an all in London title with Osprey and someone else? So it'll be interesting, man.
No, it would, and I think it also plays a dynamic in the Death Rider story because the Young Bucks been so in deep with the Death Riders. I'm sure Mox ain't gonna be happy if they lose them EVP titles because otherwise, what the fuck are we keeping y'all around for? Like in terms of like group in terms of like faction thought is like, all right, well y'all was the EVP, we was only using y'all for y'all power, so if y'all ain't got the power no more, why the fuck are we fucking with you?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, that'll create another dynamic, bro. But with this next one, man, I'm definitely interested to see what this gonna be about.
Because I don't know who is like technically all in this matchup. So I don't really know, but it's the women's casino gauntlet match. So I, I I don't know who to pick, but I think I'm leaning towards Megan Bain coming out on top of this one. I know she
My
is
dog,
in there,
my dog. Yep, that was.
but
I
once
had one
again,
name,
it's either Megan Bain or
Thekla.
I guess
Maybe
Harley.
you think that it could be Harley? I could see. I could see. I don't think they want to get behind her though. I think could be Thekla, man.
Really?
Maybe if they want to elevate her and push her to that spot, that would be like my outsider, like my dark horse pick. But you said the name. I only had one name and one name only, and it is Miss Megan Bang. I
Because
think she is. It's destined for her to win this.
I really think they're pushing for her for that star statum as well too. But a lot of people have been saying Athena.
Oh, I can't see it, but she's still technically under ROH.
Oh yeah. So like
So I mean, they
I don't know.
well, let's not. Well, they do like feature Ring of Honor, like in their brand. So it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world, but I can see it happening for sure. But I don't know if they'll push the button on it. That's all.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like Megan Bain is the only one that's obviously just sticking out as like, yes, you should win this match. There's no question about it. And then just move on to the women's world title matchup. So if they go in a different direction, would you be upset?
No, it just depends on which lady it is. Because there's a lot of deserving ladies on the roster. But as far like you said, that big spot, whoever wins this gets the title shot. I think Megan Bain is her time, bro. She's been doing such great work, and she's already linked up with Tony once. Assuming Tony wins this match coming up, I think that's a great way to get them a rematch, even if it's Mercedes, man. I think she can do some good work with Megan Bain. Like I just want to see, and trust me, I know, but
We're gonna
I
get to
just want
that.
to see. Yeah, we are, but I just want to see her being pushed in the big spotlight, bro, because I think she's destined for a title run. It's before this year is out, she should have at least one title run. So
No, I definitely agree with you. This next one, I don't know if this one will be the drop off of the pay per view. You got Adam Cole going up against Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. I don't. I think this might be the down match of the card.
maybe probably because of the popularity, but This is really a sacrifice. This is a mercy killing. Kyle Fletcher is your new TNT champion. Like, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Let's
Um,
go.
the Don Callis family, they cooking right now in AEW, and I don't see why you wouldn't put the title on him when Adam Cole, they haven't had anything for him. Like, what, he hasn't done anything notable as TNT champion, and that's just like the I I don't think Adam Cole is bad. I don't hate Adam Cole, but in some respects, I do think he tends to be overrated in some respects. And that's not to say he's not a talent. That's not to say he can't go out there and go. But in terms of just like, I think leveraging his popularity, he's kind of overrated on, like, in terms of the popularity standpoint. And man, they haven't been able to give him anything good as TNT champion. And you don't want another Daniel Garcia to happen. Not compare him to Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
He's got a way better track record than him. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of what that TNT title can be on someone, he hasn't done anything remotely good with it. So I think this is a mercy killing. Let's put it on Kyle Fletcher. He the hot shit right now, and he's doing some amazing work in the ring. I love watching Kyle Fletcher wrestle. I really do. I think he has a AEW a world title run in his future. But as of right now, give him the TNT belt. Let him rock with the Don Callis family. Let them continue to cook. And yeah, man, I think it's destined to be this way. I can't see a world where Adam Cole is coming out of this with the title.
I can't see one either. All I ask out of this match is that it not be boring. Just please don't let it be boring. As you said, Kyle Fletcher with the Don Callis and Don Callis family, he's cooking right now. Fletcher hasn't won a singles title in AEW, so this will be his first, and I think this is a perfect
Damn,
start
not
for
one.
him. Yeah,
I
as
could have
you,
swore I seen him with at least one by now. Damn, that's
I
crazy.
think he's won maybe like tag titles or like
Tag
the
titles, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
But
as far as
I swore I saw him with a singles title at one point, but maybe
I,
not.
I don't think so, but uh, I don't see any way Adam Cole walks out of here with the title. Like his run as reign as champion has just been stagnant, boring, uneventful, and that's not to say he's not a good talent because he's very popular, he's very over, but it's just having the belt on him doesn't do anything. It doesn't
Yeah,
help him at
but
all.
he's not as popular as some would think though. Cause yeah, he's definitely popular, especially amongst the indie crowd. Like, come on,
Mm,
bro. Like Adam Cole, he got some hits in his resume. Though. Like, make no mistake. And this is not outright hate of Adam Cole. It's
yeah,
just his this version of him and this time around in AEW, it just hasn't been good. Like, we're all glad that he's back and not injured anymore, but it's just like, dog, like, I don't know, man. And they keep trying to revive the Undisputed Era in some form or fashion, and it just does
it
not
doesn't work.
work, bro.
It
It just
doesn't
has
work.
not worked. It
It
has
doesn't
not
work.
worked. Like,
It doesn't have that same ring to it as it did back in like the NXT days. So now it's like you're just throwing out here for whatever reason. And as you said, I think this will be the sacrificial lamb match of the card, and
yeah, it's
Fletcher
got to
just
happen,
wins
bro.
this one.
It's got to happen, dog. So it is what it is. But shout out to Kyle Fletcher, bro. I look forward to him being the new TNT champion and seeing what that could look like in the Don Callis family, bro. Because I think he's well deserving, bro. Kyle Fletcher has been putting on premium matches all this year, bro. Like, every time he's been asked to go out there.
Definitely. So Kyle Fletcher for me, Kyle Fletcher for you. This one.
Hey, we heard people. We heard people.
This one is just wow, man. You got the Hearst Syndicate defending their titles against Jet Speed and what the Pantheon? I think that's how you pronounce their name.
Yeah, the
Part
patriarchy.
patriarch, yeah. Christian Cage
Yeah,
and
so
Nick
Chris.
Wayne. I don't even know why they're in this matchup. Like, why would you just toss
No,
them in here like a week from here?
I know why they, because Christian has had some backstage interaction with MVP and the Hurt Syndicate. On, I think it was a past episode of Collision. So he's had some words, and in those words he said, Christian is trying to become the first father son tag team champions with Nick Wayne right now, and this is further going to play into the breakup of Nick Wayne bucking up against Christian and leaving the patriarchy. So I one Christian Cage. He can do no wrong to me. Like I
Oh
love
my
him.
god.
Like no, bro. Christian Cage is just a different animal. And I love this ascension of Nick Wayne, bro. Like he went out, he became the ROH television champion. He's got a belt now. He feeling himself a little bit. Christian taking credit, like, look, I'm the reason that I scheduled you in these matches to make you better. I'm the reason that you're the champion right now. And they've shown signs that Nick Wayne and Christian Cage are going to break up, but now they're kind of like, all right, Christian is back, proud of him again, and now he wants to pursue being the first father son tag team champions ever. So, or at least in AEW. So,
Mhm.
they're going after the tag titles for that reason. And I love that because Jet Speed, as much as I love both of those guys, man, famed 90s action movie star Speedball Mike Bailey, and my boy Kevin Knight, who has been ascending. To me, he's done great work. And I'm glad they paired him with Speedball, two people that were kind of picking up steam individually. You put them together, I think they make for a great team. I can see them being the tag champions maybe at some point if they keep them together. But I think he's been doing great work, but I don't think they ready yet. I think
Mhm.
this is more so about the dynamic between Christian Cage and Nick Wayne and the Hurt Syndicate. Now, as in regards to who wins, it's kind of tough, dog. I can see the Hurt Syndicate losing, and that being because of MJF, and that could be
Oh.
the first. That can be the first gripe of Bobby Lashley. Like, what the fuck? Because it's been all smiles and rainbows since he joined, and we all know back in the back of Bobby's head, he don't really fuck with MJF. But
Nope.
since MJF is but since MJF is coming to the group and he's been kind of beneficial, Bobby been letting them slide. So it's been all jokes and MJF's wearing MVP singlet and Hurt Syndicate and it's been great. And MJF is going to be involved in the casino gauntlet for a shot at the AEW World Championship. And to me, that's also another dynamic that maybe Lashley or even Shelton Benjamin they might take right with, because why shit, we both are capable of being world champions as well. But I think you want the Hurt Syndicate to win this. I think you do. However, my dark horse would be Nick Wayne and Christian.
Mm.
And Christian actually pulling through on what he said he was going to do and becoming the first father son tag team. But I would have them continue to feud with the Hurt Syndicate beyond this. I think you can easily book this for the next pay per view, just a solo tag team match. Maybe make it like a ladder match, extreme rule, whatever the case may be, hardcore, whatever you want to call it. You can put some stakes on it, but I think that's where the money is with Nick Wayne and Christian going against Bobby and Shelton for the titles.
I think that's my dark horse as well too. Out of this match, to have Christian Cage and Nick Wayne win it, but overall, I still think Hurt Syndicate comes out on top. I just think Bobby and them are just too dominant
Yeah,
as
they
a
on the run
tag
up.
team and as a force with MVP with them as well too on the sidelines. Just to compete with anyone in AEW's like tag team ranking, like they've done an amazing job putting a Jet Speed together as like some scrappy underdogs, and
Mm-hmm.
they're lovable, like they're fan
They
favorites to
are.
a lot of people. But
I
I
enjoy their
just
work.
I just don't think that they are in the same competitive sphere as the Hurt Syndicate are. I just think they're just still too dominant in this, and
Yeah.
I'm just
And the
pulling for them to
patriarchy.
yeah, I'm just pulling for them to come out on top of this, and for hopefully the downfall of whatever Christian Cage got going on, because I still want to see Christian Cage and Copeland versus FTR. Like I still want to see that.
Yeah, you got to wait on that one. I think they back shelved that one because we haven't even seen a lot of FTR lately. Like we've
Yeah, like
seen
what?
some, but yeah, coming off of everything that they did, you just thought they would be featured a little more. But yeah, I think that's on the shelf right now. I don't think it's out of the
Damn.
question. I don't. There is a chance it could come back around, but yeah, right now it's about like, and even Jet Speed, they just not on the same level as even the patriarchy, let alone the Hurt Syndicate. But they just not there just yet. So that's why they just sacrificial lambs of this match. But they are going to provide some entertaining spots. Like make no mistake. But I think the money is eventually going to be in Christian Cage and Nick Wayne going against each other, with some kind of stakes involved. But as of right now, like I said, I think you make the Hurt Syndicate win, but I can also see the Patriarchy winning too.
Yeah, like I said, that's my dark horse out of it as well too. And then following that match, you got the men's casino gauntlet match, which I only know what 3 people in this match. That's about it.
Hey, there's one man and one man only.
Oh,
And I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you break it down. If you got those 3 that you think can win, or you know who those 3 people are, let me
you
know.
you got Jay Briscoe, MJF, and I believe Jay White is in this match as well too. So
Ooh, Switchblade! Shout out Switchblade.
I think I'm just got to go with the main guy. Give me MJF to win this one, man.
Yeah, this has MJF written all the fuck over it. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Um, my dark horse, and I know they won't put him in this spot just yet, but I really like Brody King. Like Brody King has been awesome. I would love to see him get elevated, but they're not gonna do that. If anything, I
Mm,
could see Jay Briscoe winning before Brody King.
that's what I'm thinking
Um,
too.
but yeah, Jay Briscoe, and he wouldn't be a bad choice. However, like I don't think they'll pull the trigger on that. The money is in MJF, and he's been out of the main event title picture for damn near a year now because he's been doing other stuff. Like he had the feuds, over this past year with different people with Ospreay. He's joining the Hurt Syndicate now. He's feuding with what's his name, Daniel Garcia for a certain period of time. So he hasn't been involved with the actual championship in a minute. So I think it's only prime for him. Once he announced that he was going for it, I'm like, oh yeah, and it just makes sense. This further helps the Hurt Syndicate because he's in the Hurt Syndicate as of right now, and this is only a better look for them. And I just him going forward as being like the number one contender, I think that's some intrigue there because you put the Hurt Syndicate in the main event picture now. And now, there will be shades of MJF maybe getting too big for his britches, bucking
Hmm.
up against Bobby, who is also another legitimate main event title contender. And I'm just interested to see what they do with that going forward. But this is MJF all day long and half the night. And if there is another person that can do that, please let me know in the chats and in the comments. Please let me know because I do not see it with anybody else.
Yeah, because like I said, they give us little information on who's technically all in this matchup. But as far as I go, it's MJF. As everything you said, if you give it to him, maybe Bobby and them help him win the title. And next, you got
Mm,
that conflict between him and Bobby once again. Like, yeah, we're tag
right, like,
champions,
hey,
but
I
I
helped you
want
win this
that
bitch.
title. Yeah, yeah, I help
Yeah,
you
that
win
we
this,
helped you win
motherfucker.
it. You wouldn't even be winning it without us. Yeah, I love that, bro. I
See,
love that.
so
Oh, I
that's
can't wait for Bobby to knock his head off. I swear, I am counting the days. I
everybody
am
think he's about to
counting.
knock his head off. Like,
Bro, I'm telling you, initially, the first interaction, he is going to beat the fuck out of MJF. But MJF gonna get his lick back. Like, trust me, like
yeah.
MJF ain't no pushover. But I can't, bro. Bobby is gonna do something crazy to MJF. I cannot wait.
So we got MJF taking that one. This one is winner take all. Okada versus
Fifth.
Kenny Omega.
1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. For the fifth time. Hold on. Hold on, JB. We
Yeah, yeah,
might cut it right here. What's
yep.
up? Yeah. That's the plan. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I may have to wrap up by 2 though, because
Okay,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
or a
No,
little bit before that, but yeah,
yeah, we can just
um
run through a bunch of these.
yeah. So in regards to like Saturday night main event and Evolution, like we can break that down like during the week if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to, or if you want, we can just
Yep.
run through them because there's not that many matches on both of the cards, honestly.
Oh, okay, bet. Then yeah, we might have time then, because I know
Yeah,
we damn near through the AEW card. I know
yeah, yeah. We only got like
practically
2 more
yeah.
matches out of AEW.
All right, yeah, Bert. All right, bet we should be good. We should be good now. All right, so fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Can you say fifth? This is the fifth installment of Kenny Omega versus Okada, man. And listen, I'm excited for this one, bro. I think that this is Okada all day long and half the night. And
Let's
if you go
go.
back through these guys' history, 2017 is when Omega and Okada first locked up, and they put on absolute classics. For anybody that is watching this and you have not seen the prior matches between Okada and Kenny Omega, I
Go
strongly
back.
urge you to go back and watch all of those matches, all four of them. Really, the first three. The first three are the ones that are really like the ones, but the fourth one was good too. But that the first three is like cinema, bro. Like Wrestle Kingdom, man. The one at G1, I believe that was the third one, bro. It was just so fire between these two, bro. They went out there and tore the house down each and every time. And Kenny Omega is up in this series. He is up 2-1 in a 4 series match, because the second match between these two was a time limit draw. So, and I believe that was at Dominion 2017. So, yeah, man, these two right here, they have created some hell of a history in New Japan, and now we get to see them on American soil. Of course, Okada still being involved with the Don Callis family, and Don Callis kind of in the background. We already know Kenny Omega's history with Don Callis and being in the Don Callis family at a certain point. I think he's going to have big involvement in making Okada the winner of this match. But these two guys are going to go out here and lay it all on the line. This arguably could have been the main event. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie to you, just because of the history between these two. And Kenny Omega, thank God that he's still able to go out here and wrestle for us, having diverticulitis.
Yeah.
Looked into more of what that was, and essentially he had like 2 feet of his intestine removed. So it's a blessing that he's able to continue to go out here and put on the show for us. I'm really excited for this installment. This is kind of both of them on I don't want to say the latter half of their career, but this is kind
Mhm.
of like they over the hill now,
Yeah, yeah.
especially Kenny Omega. Like, he is over the hill at this point in his career. And I think the same could be said for Okada, but both of them still got a lot left in the tank. And this is going to be a classic, bro. I can't expect none less. All of the other matches were classics, bro. So I can't expect none less from this.
I don't expect anything less of this one, and I'll tell you right now, I believe this will be match of the night. Now, these two
I
are
agree.
they
I agree.
they're not they're younger selves anymore. Obviously, they've gotten a little bit older. Kenny Omega's going through some issues as well too, and I love Kenny, but this is Okada's win right here. I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
this this
They got to
this
give him
gets
his lick
him.
back.
Yeah, he it gets him his lick back. They're both then now 2-2. They'll have the same record, and this goes on for their rubber match, which I'm assuming that they're going to have a couple months down the line, and another pay per view. So give me
Yeah.
Okada to win this one to help boost up the Don Callis family a little bit more as well too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you right now, this one is going to be the match of the night. No disrespect to Hangman and Moxley, but this is it.
I would not know who was going to win if Kenny Omega hadn't won the last two. Like, Kenny
Mm,
Omega is won the last 2 matches between them. That time limit draw was kind of like the separator, because Okada won the first match and put on, man, that first match was like, it's a banger, bro. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not seen them, please go back and watch those before y'all watch this match tonight. Those are just 4 banger matches, but the first 3 is really the essential ones. But yeah, man, if that hadn't happened, I would say that maybe it's a toss up, but y'all got to give Okada that lick back. And JB, you right on board. I'm right on board with you. There will be a 6th and final match
yes.
between these two to decide who is the true king between those two. But man, both of those guys were considered at the top of their sport at one point, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a banger. And I'm seeing the next card at the bottom of the screen, and I
Uh,
know you said the last one would probably be match of the night, and I agree with you. But this one right here, dog, I'm not going to listen. We don't necessarily care for what's going on with Mercedes Monet, but dog, these two women locking up for the AEW World Title. I think they're gonna go out there and tear the house down too. Like, it's gonna be a toss up between this and Okada Omega for that match of the night, because these women are going to go out here and just lay it all out. I know they are. But Toni Storm is defending the AEW Women's World Championship against six belt Monet. Monet six
Look at
belt.
this woman.
Uh, there's no, it's, bro, just they can't overload her with the championships. And I get storyline wise what it can mean for her. I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger on that. I think this is Tony's match to lose. However, it's gonna at times look like Mercedes is gonna get the win in this one, but I believe she's gonna go out here and tear the house down. But she needs some kind of renaissance with her character, and this could be the first step towards that. Her taking a loss to Toni Storm, and then maybe along the way losing some of these belts, and now she's got to be in grind mode again. And I wonder what Mercedes Monet and grind mode again looks like, because I think that can maybe help the fatigue that we've had. At least I can speak to us two have had with her character, because the CEO shit is just it's been cool. It was lovely when you first dropped it, but it's played now, at least to me. And this is not to say that she don't still work great in the ring. I enjoy her matches still. I am a fan. I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out of the CEO shit, man. I'm sick of the dance. I'm sick of all of it. So she got to take the L here, bro. And Toni Storm is AEW, is the women's face of AEW right now, and she just got the title back. I can't see her losing it. I can't.
Well, you're gonna get used to seeing that CEO face a little bit more, because I'm telling you right now,
No, bro.
I
For
think
real?
they are taking the belt off of Tony and putting it on Mercedes.
Bro.
Yeah.
I thought we was in lockstep with this one. I'm
Look,
not gonna lie to you.
I don't want to see it happen, because, as you said, Toni Storm is like the head of the women's division in AEW. Like, she is top tier. But
She's not
unfortunately,
just she is a face of AEW,
yeah,
period. Not even just the women's division.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree with you. But this is her fourth reign as AEW Women's Champion, and I don't know. I think she might want to break, and might want to. Tony Khan might want to go in a different direction and put the belt on Mercedes Moné to be the ultimate heel bad woman in AEW. And who is going to dethrone her is like the bigger storyline that comes out of that. So
But that's the problem. If
it's a
Tony don't
sad
do it,
it's
if
a
Tony
sad
don't do it,
state.
who gonna do it? That's my only gripe. If Tony don't do it, then who the fuck else is there that's equivalent or that's on the same like plane?
I mean, you could go Megan Baines angle, Chris Statlander, Athena. I mean, your girl Willow.
They did
Hell,
Athena
Willow.
already.
You could
Yeah, I
go
would
with
I
Willow.
would love Willow to do it, but once again, these are women that Mercedes Monet already owns wins over. So except she hasn't fought Megan Bang yet, but all those other women you named, I believe she has victories over each and every one of those women.
Well, I mean, hell, she
So
hasn't been pinned in AEW, so I believe. So
dog, it's like
I
if Tony not the one, who the fuck is it gonna be? Like
yeah,
that's my only problem. Like you booking yourself into a corner at a certain point. Once you do that, like it'll be cool for the first couple months. Yeah, I'm the greatest woman to ever exist with all these belts, sure. But after that, it's like, all right, then like booking somebody to be dominant has its backsides, or downside, should
definitely.
I say? But yeah, it's just like I don't know, dog. But I could see it. Not saying I can't see it, but I just don't think it's the right move. I don't.
I don't know what's in Mercedes' contract for her to sit here and have all these belts, for Tony Khan to just be so under her so much. But like, I think this is another move that once again you just see her creative control take over, and next thing you know, she's your AEW World's Women's Champion, and
Well,
it's sad to see.
part of it is her creative, and part of it is some of these other wrestling promotions, outside of AEW. They really do like her as a talent, and putting your belt on her is like a lift up for your company, because she is one of the best women today and has been for the past 3 to 4 years. Just doing New Japan, going around the world and winning all these championships. So, um, it's not all her making the calls on this, but she has gotten to a point now to where it's kind of gotten a little out of control. Like, because I get it. I really do get it. The angle that they going for. I just don't agree with it. That's all.
Yeah. And
Yeah, so but shout out to them though. They gonna tear the house down.
yeah, shout out to them. And for our main event of AEW All in Texas, the death match, John Moxley versus Adam Hangman Page for the AEW World Championship. KG, what you thinking?
Listen, AEW, y'all not fucking slick, bro. Y'all can't get me to like Hangman Adam Page. Not never, bro. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how much of a sympathetic figure he is. I don't care that he piecing it up with Swerve. I don't care about none of that shit, bro.
My
I
kids
still
was gonna
hate.
grow up in that house. My
Yes, right.
grandkids was gonna grow up in that house. They
Dog.
grand like what?
Man, I can't stand that shit. But it for television viewing purposes, what they have done with Adam Hangman Page has been brilliant, bro. They have completely like just I don't want to say refreshed his character, but like they've given him new life though. Like he has more depth now than just the angry motherfucker, like
Mm-hmm.
just going around being mad all the time. Like and he deserves the spot, bro. I can at least admit that he does deserve this spot. He's done some great work with Swerve over the past year, and he's built himself up to this moment, getting that big win over Will Ospreay in the Owen Hart tournament. And this is, I mean, it's his match to lose, bro, because we need to see the world championship again and make sure it's okay, like because it's been kidnapped for so long under John Moxley. Like it's just, and the Death Rider story has hit a point where it's like, all right, man, like we tired, bro. Like we get it. You wanted somebody to come up here and challenge you, and you felt like people wasn't worthy enough. But it's got to end at some point, bro. Like this shit with Moxley and holding the belt in the briefcase, like it's got to end, bro. And this is gonna be the first step towards that. A lot of shenanigans in this match. A shitload of shenanigans are
Yes,
going to take
yes.
place in this match. It is going to be brutal. It is going to be bloodied. It is going to be all over the place. And at the end of it, Swerve and Will Ospreay gonna come make the save. And Adam Hangman Page is going to be your future AEW World Champion. And after that, you got a plethora of opponents that he can face. You can face Will Ospreay. You can run him and Swerve back. It's Samoa Joe. Like, hey, we looked out for you. What's up with that? There's a lot of ways you can go. A lot of opponents for Adam Hangman Page coming out of this, but he deserves it. I can't lie, he deserves it, bro. And he gonna be cowboy shit is gonna reign supreme, and it's some bullshit, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I just can't wait for Swerve to beat him for the title again. That's all. That's all.
It's that cowboy shit. I do think the Texas death match plays into Page's angle a lot more. If you've seen their match that they did before from 2023,
Yeah,
this is gonna be
yeah,
bloody. This is gonna be
yeah. It's gonna
absolute
be
bloody.
stupid,
And as you said, it's gonna be a whole lot of fuckery, like a whole lot of people
and it's
running in to help,
and
to
it's
hurt.
Mox, bro.
Yeah.
If anybody is willing to take a crazy, nasty, damn near career-threatening bump, it is John Moxley. I still
Mm-hmm.
can't get over them spikes in his fucking back. That shit was like
That
cringe
was
worthy.
brutal.
I still can't get over that shit.
That shit was brutal, but as you said, there's gonna be a whole lot of run-ins in this. So you're gonna get the Death Riders, you're gonna get Swerve, you're gonna get Osprey, and I can see them giving this to Page because he really deserves and needs this win. And like you said, we want to see that world title again because we have
He
not seen
gotta
it
win,
for
bro.
a long time. But I can also see a way where they still letting Moxley win this one
No.
by, get this, Darby Allin making an appearance, bro.
And helping the Death Riders? You think he a Death Rider?
No, and not helping the Death Riders, but in some way kind of messing it up for Adam Page to lose, but trying to get his get back against Moxley.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about. He has been out of the scene for a while
I
too.
know. And
Oh
and,
man.
and the
So
simple
would that
fact
make?
that, oh, go
Hold
ahead.
on. So would that make Darby Allin heel?
I don't know if it would make him heel or just an unexpected, I guess. Like, cause we still like him and we still love Darby Allin, but I don't know, just coming to interfere in this match, trying so much to get his lick back against Moxley and somehow messing it up for Adam Page. I feel like that could work out given
I
the fact
mean,
that the next All In or All Out is in Texas, his hometown.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna put it past him to do that. But it's to me, is you've been doing all this shit with Hangman Page and the comeback story and the tear jerking and all that, and making amends with all the people that
Yeah,
he's wronged. What's the
it just
point of
kind of
doing all that if you not finna put the belt on him? Like
it
it
just kind of seems like
screams,
it.
yeah. Like that would be crazy if they did that. But I mean, I'm open to anything here. Hey, count me in.
I'm open to
Count me in.
anything, but it's been too long since we've seen that world championship. So give me Adam Page to win this in the most bloodiest match we will see this year so far.
No, easily, bro. Fucking easily. And that's saying a lot. They done already had some of the bloodiest matches of the year this year already. But nah, man, this is gonna be a banger, man. It's gonna be a banger. It won't be as good as some of the other technical wrestling fights that we got on the card. Like I said, Tony
Hmm.
and Mercedes and Okada and Omega. But this is gonna be up there in terms of just the gore and just the shenanigans. It's gonna be all over the place. But I expect a three tap from this event. I don't see a way that they can finish any less than three,
There's no
unless
way,
they.
no way
Yeah,
this
no
ain't a three
way.
tap.
It's too much shit just served up on a plate for you to do that the fans will be absolutely happy with. So yeah,
Right.
so nah, but I'm looking forward to that. And in the interest of time, we'll do quick fire with these last couple of events.
Yeah,
And we
I
can start wherever you want to start. We can start Evolution because I don't think they even have that many, unless you had the other one pulled up already.
I do have the Evolution ones here. We can run through Saturday night main event because there's only 4 matches on the card right there.
Okay,
So
cool, cool.
Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. What do you think?
I hate it had to be LA Knight, bro. I hate it had to be him. They probably give himself the win here because you got to keep him looking dominant still.
Hmm.
That's the only thing here. Like LA Knight, I love him being inserted in this story. He's doing great work right now, and they are giving me belief that they still want to pull the trigger on him at some point. It's just not going to be right now. But I feel like if he continues to go out here and perform in these big spots, they will have no choice but to eventually make LA Knight a champion of some sort. And they'll probably, I think the prediction is they'll probably make him world heavyweight champion first because that's the
Hmm.
technical lesser title, but it's a big title still. And that's something that he can promote. Hey, I was the world heavyweight champion. So I got Seth going over in this one. They got to keep him looking strong, but LA Knight is going to have a damn good showing.
Yeah, I agree with you. It'll be a good showing from LA Knight, but Rollins gets the wins just because the cards are stacked against Knight with Bronson and Breaker just waiting in the background. So there's that.
Yeah.
Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Your guy.
Hey, these both my guys though. I love Randy to death too, man. That is, man. This Randy can afford to lose this because Randy is in that arc where bro, he can come out there and fart, bro, and the fans gonna go crazy. Like it just don't matter. They love Randy, bro. Like it, and after what happened this past SmackDown with Logan Paul, and him kind of, Randy coming out and destroying him, and Logan Paul getting his licks in on him. I think that's the SummerSlam match. It's gonna be Randy. No, scratch that. SummerSlam is Logan Paul and Jelly Roll, but going forward, there will be a feud between Logan Paul and Randy Orton.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I think that's what we'll see. So yeah, I think Randy's gonna take the L here, bro. They gotta give Drew some love, dog. Like Drew been doing the Lord's work for the past year. Y'all gotta start giving him some love. Drew is winning this one, dog.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think McIntyre wins this one, and you see a little bit of a temper tantrum from Orton because I feel like they're trying to turn him heel like once again, and
It
this
don't
this,
matter.
this can
The
be a
fans
good
gonna
start.
cheer him.
Yeah,
It
we're
don't
gonna
matter if
cheer him
he a heel, bro.
regardless. We're gonna cheer him regardless, but I think this is a start where like you see him turn heel, and he might want to try and go get his lick back against Cody again. So give me
Yeah.
McIntyre winning this one to show him some little bit of love, and a match that just got added today: Jimmy versus Solo.
Yeah, and I actually like that because you need to give Solo some victories as U.S. champion.
Mm,
Big Jim, I hate it had to be him though because I really like Big Jim, dog. I
yeah,
do. They need to give him more work as a singles talent. And I understand for all those people out there, yes, he ain't the most polished in the ring. We tag
it
team
is
wrestle.
what it is.
We get it, bro. But he's, as far as popularity and his mic skills and just the work he does storyline wise, bro, he is great. And I want to see Big Jim get an opportunity at a mid card title. Unfortunately, it's just not like I hate it had to be him, but it's this is Solo
Yeah,
all over it.
This is solo all the way completely. There's no stopping it. And the final main event, Gunther versus Goldberg. Mixed reviews on this one. Some people say Goldberg's taking the title off of Gunther, but this is Goldberg's supposedly retirement match. So I don't
And
know.
it and if it is, it makes no sense to do so. I can see it though. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you because they could be swinging us. This could be the facade for his retirement match, but his actual retirement match might be at SummerSlam. So if
Mm,
they go that route, then I can see them making Goldberg the champion. And once again, I love Gold, bro. I've been a fan of Goldberg for forever, and for all the Goldberg naysayers, I get it. Okay, yeah, powerhouse, 5 moves of doom, I get it. But as far as just like popularity and the type of talent Goldberg has been, one of the best ever, bro. And you got to give him his credit, bro. And he is in the pantheon of great wrestling characters in wrestling history. So you got to give him his credit. Um, I wonder how he's gonna look at this stage because we done seen him come out of semi-retirement a
hmm
couple times, and at one point he looked kind of okay, and at one point he didn't look kind of okay. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I hope he doesn't hurt anybody, and it makes no sense to take the belt off Gunther right now. So I got to go with Gunther just off of that fact. Like, why put the belt back on Gunther if you're gonna do that?
I was gonna say because Jay had a very short title run. I don't think they're gonna make Gunther short either. So
You got to make him look dominant again.
yeah, you got to make him look dominant again. But once again, they are in Atlanta, Goldberg's hometown. Like you could
Yeah.
show him a little bit of favoritism and give him this win as well too. But I still think the belt stays with Gunther regardless.
Yeah, but if this is the final hoorah for Goldberg, big shout out to him. One of the greats, man, and one of the best entrances of all time, man. If I was ever a wrestler, that would be my entrance.
Hell yeah,
Man,
hell
what,
yeah.
man? But yeah, shout out to my boy Goldberg if this is the last hoorah.
Shout out to Goldberg. And then if we skip to Sunday, Evolution 2 starts off. We'll quickly run through these. You got
Yeah, it's real
Io
fire.
Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
EO Sky. I think EO's going over.
Give me Rhea. Give me Rhea with the title again, man. Once again.
I'm
Uh
not mad at it.
then you got Tiffany Stratus versus Trish Stratus.
No, I thought it was a triple threat. I thought it was her and Jade and Trish Stratus. Or is it just her and Trish?
It's just her and Trish because Jade is actually going up against
Oh, Jade at
Naomi.
SummerSlam. Yeah. My bad. Yeah,
So
Jade's going
Tiffany
against Naomi.
Stratton
Okay,
versus
yeah.
Trish Stratus. Like
They
I
brought her Trish. No, but don't do that because Trish can still go though. Like we
I
saw
love
last year.
Trish. She got
Thank
the
you,
T-shirt that
Trish. Hey,
said my number
thank
one
you, Trish.
crush. She was my number
Yeah.
one crush back in the day.
No, we got to thank Trish, man. Thank you, Trish. That thank you, Trish run she had over the last year, it was great, bro. Like, and she still can go. So I can understand them bringing her back. And they trying to give Tiffany Stratton a high profile opponent.
Mm,
I
that's at
don't
least
think
to her
Trish will
caliber.
win. Yeah, I don't think Trish will win, but I mean anything's possible. But give me Tiffy time.
It's still Tiffy time for me. Like I appreciate it. I do think they just brought her back for namesake and trying to boost out the ratings up a little bit as well too. So
Yeah.
give me Tiffy for that. You got the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky versus Bailey versus Lyra, who was also on Fox 2 with Ryan Ermanni this past week as well too. So shout out to
Shout
Ryan
out.
Ermanni.
I think it's got to be Bailey because she's the one that's kind of been out of the scene. We all know what happened with her in terms of WrestleMania and being replaced and shit. So I think you give Bailey that win to further play into that, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Give me Becky on this one, still holding on to that title because I think there's still more juice with Bailey versus Lyra down the line in some one-on-one singles matches. So give me Becky with that one. You got the
All right.
Women's Tag Team Championship, Raquel, Roxanne versus Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Sol Ruka, Zarya, and the Kabuki Warriors. So that's like a 4-way tag match.
Yeah, I saw this one. I am intrigued by this one, but they gonna give it to Charlotte and Alexa. Whatever this,
Yeah, the queen.
bro, they got Charlotte on the career revival plan, putting her with Alexa Bliss, who it's funny because the fans do not want to cheer Charlotte, but they love Alexa. So this is why they did this. They are really trying their hardest to make Charlotte a face for whatever reason. So hey, if it works, it works. But I don't think it will work. Even I don't think Alexa Bliss can save Charlotte from just what we've been through with her as a face or
No,
and a heel for that matter. But yeah, they gonna win though. They gonna win.
I agree with you. They are going to win. I'm intrigued with their little pairing, how to see this works out very well. But after that, we got the battle royal for the world title shot at Clash in Paris. It's the all women's battle royal.
Oh, I have to remember who was in it. Do we know some of the ladies in it?
I think you're going to get both the Bella twins in this.
Yeah.
Stephanie Vicur is in it. That's my pick, and I'm
Oh
going
yeah.
with. Um, they haven't really dropped any of the other names as that's going to be in this, but you're going to get a couple of women's legends, returning back. So
Yeah.
you could see
Well, no,
Tori Wilson and
right, and maybe some of those NXT women make their main
yeah,
roster debuts in this match too. Give me Stephanie though. If she's in it and Roxanne is involved in something else, I'm definitely going Stephanie Vicker.
yeah. Give me Stephanie in this one. Sorry, Miss Parker, but it's Stephanie's
Either
time as
either
well.
her or either her or Julia, but they did just put the women's US title on Julia, so I don't
Yeah,
know. But yeah, but if Julia's in it, she could have a chance. But no, Stephanie Vicker for the win.
Stephanie for me as well. You got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. No holds barred.
Oh man, I cannot wait. You got to give Jade the dub. I feel like, but it's only because Naomi got the briefcase and she's gonna
Yeah,
win in the end. Like I don't think they're gonna have her fail her cash in. So
yeah. I don't think she's gonna fail her cash in, and you need to stack up wins for the Queen of the Ring. So give me
yes,
Jade to win this matchup. And finally, the main event, you got JCJ versus my girl Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship.
they finally gonna put the belt on Jordan Grace. And
Yeah.
JC Jane, that was kind of like a shock win for her when she won it. And I do like the aspect that I like the work she's been doing as champion, but there's no long term value in having her as champion, at least not right now. Jordan Grace, your girl, she finally finna go over. She finally finna be NXT Women's Champion, especially
I,
when all of the other ladies kind of on the main roster now and out of her way. Because when she first debuted, she had Julia, she had Stephanie Vicker, she all these other people, Jada Parker, all those other people. So yeah, now that some of those women are out the way, I believe she's gonna get that shine now.
I completely agree with you. I think it's her time as it is, especially if your plan is to move her up to the main roster later on down the line. Give her this title and let her, take the reins
Hold it
of
for a few
the
months.
women's
Yep.
division for a little while and see how she fares out. So give me Jordan Grace, my girl, get her a big NXT women's title championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I believe that concludes this episode, man. And we will have a reaction episode coming up for you guys. We'll break down everything we have broken down today and try to mix in some more stuff because we got a big boxing week coming up too.
Oh yeah.
Or big boxing month actually. Clarissa Shields fights this month. Manny Pacquiao comes out of retirement this month. So definitely looking forward to, and we got more developments on, Crawford and my man's coming up, Canelo, and some more developments. So yeah, dog, definitely looking forward to this. So shout out to everybody that's tapped in with us for these episodes. Like the channel or subscribe to the channel, like these videos, and keep it coming, man. And we'll keep it coming for y'all. But for JB, for KG, this has been Woodward Ringside. We out. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Bring them back!